One evening, I was going to my friend's house and a dog came out of nowhere and bit me. I ran away from there, and the next day I took injections to avoid rabies, a disease often caused by a dog's bite. The physical pain was over in just 2 days, but the incident forever remained like a painful scar in my mind. After that moment, whenever I heard a dog barking, my body trembled with fear. The mere thought of a dog approaching would send shivers down my spine. Even if I saw a dog at a distance, my heart would start racing and I would unconsciously take a few steps back or even change the route to avoid the encounter. The fear had taken deep roots in my mind, making me hesitant and anxious in situations where dogs were present. Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to tell you how to achieve triumph over your fears and phobias. So, first things first, what is fear? Fear is like a lock. It keeps us away from new opportunities. It can act as a barrier, stopping us from moving forward, from trying new things, and from truly enjoying life. But what if we could break that barrier? What if we could take control instead of letting fear control us? Just imagine that world where you are your own master. That is exactly what we need to focus on. Now, what is the difference between a fear and a phobia? Let me explain it with an example. Fear of snakes is normal, but not going hiking or nature trails because of that, now that's a symptom of a phobia. Fear is a natural response to danger, a survival mechanism that protects us from harm. However, when fear becomes excessive and irrational, it transforms into a phobia, preventing us from leading a normal life. I surfed the web for a lot of time and found out that the key component behind fear is the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure inside the temporal lobes of your brain. If something threatening is encountered, the amygdala kicks into gear, triggering the fight or flight response. The amygdala reacts within just 100 milliseconds when a person encounters something scary. When faced with danger, the body prepares either to fight or to run away. When we experience something frightening, our amygdala ensures that we remember it so that we can avoid similar dangers in the future. But sometimes this system can be overreactive, causing us to fear things that are not really dangerous. I have somehow conquered my fear of dogs. Let me share with you some ways which you can too use in overcoming your fears. People will often tell you, grow up bro, don't be scared. But is this really going to help you in overcoming your fear? No, it's not. Simply being told to be brave doesn't change the way our brain processes fear. Overcoming fear requires understanding and patience. Let me tell you some ways which you can use in overcoming your fears. First, I learned to acknowledge the presence of fear. Denying or ignoring it will only make it stronger. Accepting fear is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it is a sign of self-awareness and courage. Many people struggle to admit their fears because they think it makes them look weak. But in reality, it is the strongest thing one can do. I came across Dr. Joseph Murphy's book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, in the library. It says that visualization, positive affirmations, focus, and true faith can help you a lot. Our subconscious mind is powerful, and by consistently visualizing positive outcomes, we can reprogram our minds to replace fear with confidence. Affirmations such as I am strong, I am fearless, and I can overcome any challenge can also help us in overcoming our fears. Next, I learned that progress is made gradually. Every small victory matters. If you are afraid of the dark and manage to sleep with the nights off for just one night, celebrate that moment. These small steps encourage you to take bigger steps toward overcoming your fear. Earlier, I was afraid of the water, but one day I managed to put my feet in a pool. My mother told me to acknowledge this as progress. This positive reinforcement encourages you to keep pushing forward. I was also benefited by the cognitive behavioral therapy. It identifies and challenges negative thought patterns. Then, it replaces them with positive ones. It gradually exposes people to their fears in a controlled manner. First, I saw pictures and videos of dogs playing happily. Next, I stood at a safe distance while a friend took their dog near me. Initially, I felt my heartbeat rising, but I stayed firm. Eventually, my fear of dogs started diminishing. Now, instead of trembling at the sound of a dog, I can smile at a dog passing by. CBT helps you to respond to fear differently. Overcoming fear does not mean that we will never feel afraid again. It means that fear will no longer be able to control our decisions. We can face our challenges without having to run away from them. Just think about all the things I didn't do just because of my fear of dogs. The people I didn't talk to, the outings I didn't go to, and the chances I didn't seize. All because fear held me back. But imagine a life where fear no longer has control over us. A life where we take risks, embrace new experiences, and grow into the best versions of ourselves. Fear is like a shadow. It may always be there, but it has to control us. Growth happens outside of our comfort zone. The moment we decide to confront our fears, we claim our power. Fear might whisper in our ears that we are not strong enough, but we must reply, I am stronger than you. With persistence, patience, and the right approach, we can break free from the chains of fear and live a life full of courage, confidence, and endless possibilities. So, I remind you all today, fear gives us two choices. Either we get defeated by it or we defeat it. The choice is yours. Thank you.